Hulk Hogan. From wrestling hero to pop culture legend, welcome to Mystic America. If you love deep dives into legendary figures and the stories behind their rise and fall, make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your favorite Hulk Hogan memory. Today, we're looking back at the larger-than-life story of Hulk Hogan, the man who turned professional wrestling into a global phenomenon, the superstar who inspired millions of Hulkamaniacs, and the icon whose life was as wild outside the ring as it was inside it. The boy behind the bandana. Long before he was the Hulkster, he was just Terry Gene Bollea, born on August 11, 1953 in Augusta, Georgia. The youngest son of a construction worker and a dance teacher, Terry moved to Tampa, Florida, when he was still young. As a kid, he struggled with his weight and often got teased for his size, but that only drove him to push harder. He found comfort in sports and music, and by high school, he was dreaming bigger than anyone around him could imagine. He played bass guitar in local rock bands, hoping maybe music would be his ticket out. But fate had something else in store. A chance encounter with local wrestlers Jack and Jerry Briscoe at a Florida gym. They saw potential in the massive young man with the wide shoulders and bigger dreams. The birth of a superstar. Terry Bollea stepped into the ring in the late 1970s under names like Super Destroyer and Terry Boulder. But it wasn't until 1979 that the name Hulk Hogan was born. When Vince McMahon Sr. saw Terry dwarf actor Lou Ferrigno, who played the Incredible Hulk, he knew wrestling had found its next larger-than-life hero. Terry took on the name Hulk, dyed his hair platinum blonde, and grew that signature horseshoe mustache. A star was about to rise. Hulkamania runs wild. In 1984, Hulk Hogan defeated the Iron Sheik to win the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, and Hulkamania exploded overnight. Kids everywhere wore red and yellow, flexed imaginary 24-inch pythons, and mimicked Hogan's signature poses. Hogan wasn't just a wrestler, he was a superhero in spandex boots. His matches became must-see events. WrestleMania 3, where he famously body-slammed the 500-pound Andre the Giant, drew over 93,000 fans, setting records and sealing his place as wrestling's biggest draw. The Hulkster's message was simple: train, say your prayers, and eat your vitamins. Millions of young fans listened, and for much of the 80s, Hulk Hogan was wrestling. Hollywood dreams and a heel turn. But the bright lights came with shadows. In the early 90s, scandals rocked the WWF. Hogan admitted to steroid use during a federal trial, and his image as the clean-cut hero took a hit. Hogan tried Hollywood next. He played Thunderlips in Rocky III, starred in goofy cult classics like No Holds Barred and Mr. Nanny, and even showed up on the A-Team and Baywatch. But the ring kept calling him back. In 1994, he shocked everyone by jumping ship to rival promotion WCW. 2 years later, in one of wrestling's most infamous twists, Hulk Hogan turned heel, reinventing himself as Hollywood Hogan and forming the villainous New World Order with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Fans booed, but they couldn't look away. Once again, Hogan was on top. One last run and reality TV fame. By the early 2000s, Hogan returned to WWE for one last nostalgic run, facing off against younger stars like The Rock and Randy Orton, proving the old hero still had one last leg drop left in him. But in true Hogan fashion, he wasn't done with fame. In 2005, VH1's Hogan Knows Best turned him into America's favorite TV dad, giving fans a peek into life with his then-wife Linda and kids Brooke and Nick. Off-camera, though, life was anything but perfect. A messy divorce, a tragic car crash involving his son Nick, and a leaked sex tape scandal threatened to destroy his legacy. When transcripts of the tape revealed Hogan using racial slurs, WWE cut all ties, erasing him from their Hall of Fame and TV shows overnight. The Gawker Battle. Hogan fought back, not in the ring but in the courtroom. His lawsuit against Gawker, the site that leaked the tape, turned into one of the most shocking celebrity legal battles of the decade. Backed by billionaire Peter Thiel, Hogan won a massive $140 million verdict, forcing Gawker to file for bankruptcy. It was a stunning victory, but the damage to his image would linger for years. Health battles and final days. While Hulkamania never really died, the man behind it was breaking down. Decades of slams and leg drops left Hogan in constant pain. He went through countless surgeries on his back, neck, and hips, sometimes struggling just to walk. In May 2025, Hogan underwent yet another neck fusion procedure. Rumors about his health spread fast, but the Hulkster brushed them off, still appearing at WWE shows and fan events when he could. Then, on July 24, 2025, tragedy struck. Hogan suffered a sudden cardiac arrest at his home in Clearwater, Florida. Despite emergency crews rushing him to Morton Plant Hospital, the man millions once called immortal was gone. Hulk Hogan was 71. A legacy larger than life. Today, fans remember him not for the scandals, but for the unforgettable moments. Slamming Andre the Giant, flexing his pythons, and telling kids everywhere to never give up. He leaves behind his wife, Sky Daly, whom he married just 2 years before his passing, and his 2 children, Nick and Brooke. For them and millions of fans worldwide, Hulk Hogan will always be more than a wrestler. He was a real-life superhero, flaws and all. Remembering the Hulkster from a shy kid with big dreams to the most recognizable face in wrestling, Hulk Hogan's story is proof that larger-than-life dreams can become reality. But even legends can't escape the final bell. In his own words, "To all my little Hulkamaniacs, say your prayers, take your vitamins, and you will never go wrong." Thanks for watching Mystic America. If you enjoyed this tribute to the Hulkster, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the legends we grew up with, and ring that bell so you never miss a story. And as always, what you gonna do when Mystic America runs wild on you?